What's up everybody, Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. Today's special video. If you're new, I'm a singer and I'm an artist, you know the drill. Let's go together, explore music from everywhere. That's how we get to know each other. Today we're doing a lyric reaction. We haven't done one in a while, and also I'll tell you why. This is a song, Come Nossos Pais, Elis Regina, big song. The first time I reacted, I was a little bit in the dark. So obviously not following also, everything else related to the song becomes harder to understand sometimes. This is the risks of reacting out of the blue. But I always felt like I want to go deeper into this song because thanks to you guys, I've learned a little bit more the value, and you know that I'm super fascinated about those artists which they've managed, to encapsulate a moment in time, like really being able to communicate with that generation, almost being spokespeople for that generation. So here I guess we are a little bit in the 60s, 70s. I don't know too much about Brazilian politics. Period of dictatorship, and it's fascinating to see that many colonized country after the Second World War went through this type of through this type of political climate. Also Argentina, and I'm sure probably also other countries. Like, I apologize for my ignorance. I gotta check those things a little bit better. But here we have an artist which spokeswoman for a generation. Lyrics, we gotta dive into it right away. We have the Portuguese version here with the English underneath. I asked a friend supporter of the channel, Lori, to send a video with the proper translation. So hopefully this is the better one. Como Nossos Pais, like our parents. I just want to try to read first a tiny bit. Não quero falar meu grande amor. The G or D coisas que aprendi. I never know when you have to say G or when you have to say D. Anyway, aprendi nos discos. Quiero encontrar como eu vivi. É tudo o que acontentou comigo. Viver é melhor que sonhar. Eu sei que o amor é uma coisa boa, mas também sei que qualquer canto é menor do que a vida, de qualquer paixão. Por isso, cuidado, meu bem. Há perigo na esquina. Eles vencerão o sinal. Eles vencerão o sinal. Está fechando para nós, que somos jovens, para abraçar seu irmão e beijar sua menina na rua. And to kiss girlfriend or sister on the street. All right, interesting, probably messed up. I want to go straight to the English because some words I do understand, so I also want to see if they kind of did the right translation. Okay, let's go. I don't want to talk, but we have to. I don't want to talk, my greatest love, about things that I've learned from the vinyls, from the disc, from il disco. Also in Italian you say il disco. Vinile. I want to tell you how I lived and everything that happened to me. Living is better than dreaming. I know that love is a good thing, but I also know that any song is smaller than anyone's life. Wow, I had. Beautiful. There are two tensions here in the song that I really love, and there's this part where she's telling, the loved person, things that I've learned from other, things that I read, things that I heard from discs or books or magazine, whatever. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I want to tell you about. I just want to tell you how I experienced life, which one are my experiences, how I lived. Very powerful. And everything that happened to me. Living is better than dreaming. Again, that tension back to the importance of experiential life instead of like planning life too much. So pretty powerful, and it keeps going in that direction. Also in the way, I know the love is a good thing, but I also know that any song is smaller than anyone's life. And this is an interesting tension because this is the third time this sort of like idea comes back of the fictional. It's less powerful than reality, than the lived life. And you have to consider that this is a song. She's singing a song which will go on a vinyl, which people will listen to, and it's imparting some knowledge, some wisdom through her experiential life. True, I don't even know if it's correct saying like that, but through the experiences of her life. So that's pretty powerful combination, and also contradiction that works really well. For this reason, watch out, darling. There is danger around the corner. They won, and the traffic lights are red for us that are young. Okay, this is that part that I didn't understand, that for us that we are joven. Probably this is referring, of course, to the political climate. They won, and now like we are on hold because we have a different mentality. We are the youth. We are the one that will create the future, and the old generation, the one in power, they won, and they're holding us back. The youth, also super incredibly powerful. To hug your brother and kiss your girl on the street, that I got, is what your arms, your lips, and your voice are made for. Beautiful. And I want to have a sip of coffee because, goddamn, I'm gonna listen to this song again. Wow, beautiful. Even in English translated like this, beautiful, beautiful. I agree. It's like your body, your flesh, your energy, your cells are made not to comply to any regime, or not to comply to this stiff structure of society, are made to hug and kiss and dance and sweat and be together and exist. Again, the concept of existentialism, existential, existing, whatever, however you want to put it. Beautiful. You ask me what's my passion. I say I'm wondered with a new invention. Yes, I wondered with a new invention. I think, let's go for a moment here. I think I saw before, just before I start, I saw this part. Ah, here we go. Dico che sto incantado come una nuova invenção. This is much more similar to Italian. Incantata, incantata, which means like mesmerized. I'm sort of like absorbed, mesmerized by a new invention that I'm into. So in that way, I say I'm wondered by a new invention. Probably you can say that as well, but I'm bewildered, I'm absorbed, I'm amused, I'm mesmerized with a new invention. I'm going to stay at this city. I'm not coming back to the backwoods because I sense the smell of the new season hovering in the wind. Yes, Bob Dylan again. I love it. Kidding. But again, you see that concept, like the new generation, that it's moving in a new direction, and you can feel like that frustration of being held back. I'm not going back into the Smallville, you know. I'm not going back in the backwoods. I come from a small village. I come from a small village in the south of Italy. And I can tell you that even in the 80s and 90s, I can understand that. I can understand how small it can get, also in terms of the mentality of people, the structure of the little village. They can be very claustrophobic, for newer idea, bigger idea, open-mindedness. So totally feeling that, because I sense, okay, change is coming. I feel everything in this wound within my heart. It's been a while since I saw you in a street, with the wind blowing in your hair, young people joined together. On my mind's wall, this memory is the frame that hurts the most. My pain is to realize that despite all we have done, we are still the same and live. We are still the same and live like our parents. Como Nossos Pais. Our idols are still the same. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, seeing yourself also after all that you have done, that you have joined movement, celebration, protest, and all kinds of things with that juvenile energy of hope and hoping for the best and a better future. You also see yourself, some people, heading in the same direction of withering, jaded, fading from that kind of ideals or motivation or energy, and ending up living like our parents of the 50s, of the 40s, of before the war, more conservative. So we contextualize that. Quite beautiful, I have to say. Really, now it really makes a lot of sense. You say that after them nobody else appeared anymore. You may even say that I'm out of date, or that I made up all this, but it's you who loves the past and can see, you see? But it's you who loves the past and can see. I cannot see, I had myself, that new times always come. Now I know that who gave me the idea of a new conscience and youth is now sitting at home, guarded by Lord, counting coins of vain money, of vil metal. I remember this vil metal, vile metallo, because it sounds like Italian. It's like a vile metal, vil metal. And also this, I understand better, of course. I'm not sitting at home, guarded by Lord, counting coins of vain money. My pain is to realize that despite all we have done, we are still the same and live. We are still the same and live like our parents. This is like, the part where the conservative, so to speak, kicks in. That after all you have gone through, you grow older, you start to become a little bit more conservative, guarded by the Lord, conservative ideas, religion, and all of that. Just caring about your self-preservation, making sure that you have enough money. It's both wonderful and sad, this song, because when you read this, it's still more relevant today than ever. We have reached a time of incredible capitalistic society where some people, because of the free market or whatever, they have managed to amass an extraordinarily amount of money. It's really remarkable in that respect. But at the same time, you also see that, well, I don't want to rant too much because this probably requires a podcast if we want to go a little bit on this discussion, but I just keep it brief. The way I feel personally about humanity is that the only way out is not all those games that we play through politics, through religion, through economics. It's truly trying to find a way to elevate ourselves, to enlighten ourselves with knowledge and wisdom. I think that's the only way we can dispel the ignorance that sometimes just sifts through society, that goes through every layer of our system, and also masks, bigotry and silly ideas, and dispels racism and the disequality and all of those things which we are still affected today. So pretty powerful song. Again, I'm not going to go too deep into that. There's a whole discussion going on there. I just enjoyed very much giving it a little bit more context and perhaps see the performance again, you know, listen to the song again, brings a renewed, absolute renewed fascination and admiration for this classic. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Go subscribe, go check the other videos of today. I'll see you later. Ciao.